toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the UMass Minutemen, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So the UMass Minutemen head out on offense, and they'll take control first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
This one's complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Hairston. Fires left, and he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the path.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Hold it. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw. With the catch, it's Houston. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Minutemen were pinned deep in their own territory, but now they've got a little breathing room. Caught in the backfield. It's good. Touchdown, UMass! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UConn's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Williams will pass. Heaves it on the run. He's got it down the right side. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement. You create...
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, UConn! Extra point here will tie the game.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's good. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. On the move. Finding an escape route. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they can...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UMass! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. A quick pass to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Offense in a bunch formation. Red pass, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here comes the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. They go to the draw. Breaks into the open.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Williams will pass. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. UConn tries to move the chains on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are beat.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Hairston. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. UMass quickly back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He uncorks one deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
To the wideout. Brought down at the 35-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
Hey, and getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Williams looking for a man. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Makes the grab. It's Porter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game.
Tell you got to be brave as a slot receiver to run these slant passes because you're catching it right around linebackers and safeties are coming crashing down. You really have to have a ton of confidence running that route.
Quick spin on the run. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. The extra point here would tie the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Number 61, set to kick this one away.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The UMass offense returns to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Might as well give it to him again. At the 35, he's got room. Turning it on. Touchdown, Minutemen! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Williams will pass. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. UConn will have to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He's able to get it off, and glad of it, he got one blocked last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also touchdown Minutemen! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Williams looking for a man. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gonna sling it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Fareed. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. This UConn offense really has it going. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Line getting set on second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires one high and deep. He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Huskies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
Touchdown, UMass! Special teams proving to be special. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
UConn going back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. UConn quick to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And back to the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. And he's still running after the move. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He'll keep it himself. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Trying to get it to the marker. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Hairston. Gonna let it fly. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Finds the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. UMass to the line, facing 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Got his man. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. The UConn offense goes back to work. He'll start this drive going to the air. He makes the grab.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Williams looking for a man. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Got it in the middle. It's Houston. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.